Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving into something pretty mind-blowing. We're going to take a look at one highly specific computer science document, but we are absolutely not stopping there. We're going to zoom way out and deconstruct the massive, intricate platform that actually houses this file. If you've ever been curious about how modern software is built, stored, and scaled, well, you're in for a treat. Because as you'll see, it's wild how a simple file upload connects to everything from enterprise-grade AI to global community funding. Let's get right into it. So let's dive into this. Imagine the exact digital breadcrumbs a student or a developer takes to find our starting point. We kick things off in a user's repository. This one's named BitsWilp Cloud Computing. From there, we drop into a folder called Network Fundamentals for Cloud, and boom, we arrive at our specific file, 0028, Dijkstra's shortest path algorithm, a detailed and visual introduction. It's just a tiny 887 kilobyte file, uploaded exactly 3 years ago by a user named Samrat P. Now, on the surface, sure, it's just a super helpful PDF about a classic network routing algorithm, but the environment buzzing around this little file, that tells the entire story of modern software development. To map out our journey from that single file, here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the cloud computing repository. Then, we'll explore AI code creation. Third, we'll get into developer workflows. Fourth, application security. And finally, we'll wrap up with the open source community. All right, part one, the cloud computing repository, anatomy of a shared space. You know, in today's digital ecosystem, a file absolutely does not exist in a vacuum. It lives inside a dynamic, meticulously tracked space. Think about this number, 42 forks. Now, if you're hanging around this platform, a fork basically means someone has created their very own independent copy of Samrat's entire repository. Think about that. 42 different developers stumbled upon this collection of cloud computing resources, including our Dijkstra PDF, and thought, yep, I need a copy of this. They can build on it, experiment with it, or, let's be real, completely break it, all without ruining the original project. It's literally a living, breathing network of collaboration. And right alongside that, we have 33 stars. You can think of a star as kind of like a bookmark, but mixed with a big community high five. It shows that 33 individual users found this specific repository highly useful and wanted to vouch for it. These metrics, the forks and the stars, they completely transform what could just be a boring, static file storage system into this vibrant, reputation-based community where knowledge just spreads like wildfire. Moving right along to part two, AI code creation, the Copilot era. Okay, so what's really interesting here is when we zoom out from the repository level and look at the cutting-edge tools sitting right alongside our fundamental algorithm PDF. Notice how artificial intelligence isn't just an add-on, it's woven natively right into the developer's workspace. We're talking about GitHub Copilot, which is explicitly built to help developers write better code with AI. But we're way past just auto-completing a line of code here. This ecosystem now has the chops to direct AI agents all the way from a newly reported issue to merging the final code solution. So the platform isn't just passively hosting your code anymore, it's right there in the trenches actively helping you write it. Just think about the stark contrast between traditional manual coding and this kind of modern AI-powered integration. Take the new MCP registry feature, for example. This is a real game changer because it allows developers to pull external tools directly into their AI workflows. So picture a student reading that PDF on Dijkstra's algorithm. They aren't just furiously typing out code from scratch anymore. Instead, they're working in an environment where AI assistants can grab external tool integrations to help them build complex routing software way faster than they ever could before. It's almost like having a senior engineer looking over your shoulder. Okay, let's pivot to part three, developer workflows, automating the process. So modern cloud computing platforms have evolved miles past just acting as a digital filing cabinet. They actually run the operational machinery behind software development. We're talking about a complete built-in suite of workflow features. You've got actions, which let you automate practically any workflow, like running tests the split second you upload new code. You have issues to plan and track your work, and structured code review to keep all those changes safe and sound. But honestly, the most amazing part might be code spaces. Just imagine finding that Dijkstra PDF and with literally one click, spinning up a fully configured cloud-based coding environment to start testing the algorithm immediately. No clunky local setup required. It is immediate, frictionless learning and development. And it's incredible to see how this all builds into something massive. When we consider the different use cases and company sizes here, it brilliantly illustrates a key point. The exact same infrastructure housing that single 887 kilobyte student PDF is actively running things like app modernization, DevSecOps, and crazy robust CI/CD pipelines. It is engineered for lean startups, specialized nonprofits, and scales all the way up to massive global enterprises. It's a unified ecosystem serving literally every single tier of the software industry. Pretty wild, right? That brings us to part 4, application security, protecting the code. As you can imagine, when code scales up from a simple student project to an enterprise-level app running continuous deployment, security becomes absolutely crucial. And this platform tackles that head-on with advanced security. The whole philosophy here is to find and fix vulnerabilities directly within your workflow. You're securing your code as you build it, not scrambling to fix it after the fact. It even includes secret protection, which is designed to stop leaks before they ever happen, meaning it actually prevents a developer from accidentally publishing sensitive passwords or API keys to the public. The security isn't bolted on, it's woven directly into the fabric of the platform itself. Finally, let's look at part 5, the open source community beyond the code. We've covered the files, the AI, the automation, and the security. But at the end of the day, this entire ecosystem is driven by human collaboration. Beyond just the code, the platform actively sustains the actual people creating it. There are programs like GitHub sponsors that let the community directly fund open source developers. You've got a dedicated security lab for collaborative threat hunting, a maintainer community backing up the folks who run massive public projects, an accelerator program, and even an archive program that's literally preserving software for future generations. It is a comprehensive lifeline for the creators sitting behind the screen. So we started today with a single, tiny 887 kilobyte PDF, and we zoomed out to reveal this massive, global AI-integrated software factory. It's a lot to take in. So I'll leave you with this thought to chew on. As fundamental algorithms continue to collide with these rapidly evolving AI tools, how will this ecosystem shape the very future of cloud computing? Think about it. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep exploring.